Seeing and photographing wild birds close up is a real hit or miss proposition unless you know a simple trick: calling. Birds are often busybodies and readily respond to calls of their own kinds. But even more, some species respond to alarm calls of other birds or calls of a generic enemy such as a screech owl. Turn on a screech owl tape during daylight hours and a host of birds will often assemble to mob the caller. And that's your chance for good bird photos. Kansas wildlife photographer Jim Glenn of Great Bend recently demonstrated how even an hour in good habitat with this technique can provide great pictures. Using an electronic game caller and commercially recorded cassette tape, Glenn used his Canon 50D camera and 100 to 400 millimeter zoom lens to film birds that investigated the loud sounds. Generally, calling produces great results for about 15 minutes before the action slows and it's time to move. The hardest part is finding and focusing on fast-moving subjects that often flit from limb to limb. That's where fast autofocus lenses with image stabilization can help. But properly equipped, a photographer calling birds can usually obtain dramatic images in short order. Shots that could take months or years to get in random situations. Digital cameras allow quick edit and review in the field without the expense of film, and these shots can later be worked up for sharing over the internet or stunning framed portraits. Some photographers use iPods and special pocket speakers to call birds. Others call by mouth. However you do it, calling is a trick you'll want to try if you enjoy seeing Kansas birds up close. Not all species respond, but those that do make memorable outings. I'm Mike Blair for Kansas Wildlife and Parks.